supersonic boom should hit you in just a few seconds. The supersonic boom should hit you in just a few seconds. The supersonic boom should hit you in just a few seconds. The supersonic boom should hit you in just a few seconds.
What's going on, everyone? Smash Bros. Frail 33 Bracket here, bringing you another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This one is against BobTheVaporeon, and I have an RU match for you guys today. Well, giving you a little insight on the teams, he doesn't really have anything too threatening outside of the Sceptile, because Sceptile is always a big threat. But I kind of have to watch the throw, because I know he can bulk up and wall for days, but everything else seems pretty manageable. And so it actually seems like a pretty decent victory for me, but we'll see as the battle goes. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to lead off with my Crawdon, as he's going to lead off with a Uxie. Now I'm like, okay, I'm actually pretty much set to sweep here, because while I have Crawdon versus Uxie, there's no way he's going to stay in, right? Wrong. He goes for the T-Wave as I go for a Dragon Dance. Now, I do have +1 attack, but my speed is absolutely crippled, so it's kind of a no-win there. So, now he's going to switch out and go to his throw. I guess predicting the Crunch, but I do go for the Waterfall predicting that, but I end up getting the full para. So, either way, it works out more in his favor. So, now I'm going to go out to Archeops, because it's the best thing to really take on this throw without actually, like, taking damage, unless he has that very uncommon Stone Edge. So, now he's going to switch out here in the Acrobatics, of course, and he's going to go out to Uxie here. Now, I'm like, please, you really think anything is going to want to take a Flying Gem boosted Acrobatics from this guy? I don't think so. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's going, and it's gone. Barring the crit, I mean, I have a feeling the crit mattered, but it doesn't matter at the same time, because as you see, pretty much would have been dead either way, because it would have done a lot anyway. Now, I know Sceptile outspeeds me, so I'm going to switch out, go to my own Sceptile to block the Grass move, and he actually goes for the Hidden Power Rock, which I don't really care. I was kind of fearing it was ice, but I'm like, nah, they tend to carry rock. But now I'm gonna just go for the Leaf Storm, because that's what we do when we're Spextile. We Leaf Storm everything. I mean, look at this. Be granted, this throw is probably max HP, max special defense. That does a lot. That does over half. And if it weren't for the special attack drop, I would have been able to KO it. So, now I'm going to switch out because I don't want this thing setting up on me. And I'm going to go back to Archeops because I can automatically threaten this thing out. And he's actually going to go for the Rest, which kind of surprised me, as the switch was kind of obvious, so he could have switched into something to counter Archeops. Because Throw doesn't counter Archeops unless it has Stone Edge. And even then, Throw doesn't have the greatest attack power in the world. So now he's going to switch up to Copagrius. Personally, I think this was a kind of a bad switch. I mean, I'm not trying to rant on your style, but, I mean, you know Copagrius is going to pass the Mummy to Archeops. Why would you switch in on it? I'm not going to switch out. So, yeah, now I don't have Fetus anymore. So you can hit me with all the Shadow Balls you want. I'm still going to have the same base power. And now I'm going to go for the Stone Edge, I guess hoping for a crit, because it has a higher crit ratio than Acrobatics, obviously. And he's going to go for the Calm Mind. He thinks he's going to be able to set up on me now. I'm going to go for another Stone Edge here, as I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. And, no, I don't think so. I'm going to go for another Acrobatics, because it has a slightly higher base power, I believe. But it still doesn't KO. It leaves him with a smidgen, and he's going to hit me with a +1 Shadow Ball. And taking it from that, he probably has no investment, because he took that better than I expected. I mean, he didn't take it well by any means, but still. But I'm gonna go for the U-turn here, trying not to kill it, because I want to get a better switch, and I don't know why I did that, to be honest. Now that I think about it, because I kind of wasted my non-defeated ability where I could have KO'd him on the spot. So I go into BobTheVaporeon now, I guess expecting the Shadow Ball. I guess maybe he was expecting him to go for a Stone Miss or something. I don't know, whatever. But I'm going to hit with the Earthquake, and that does about as much as Stone Edge did from Archeops. A little less. These next few turns are basically going to be BobTheVaporeon just Earthquaking the living daylights out of this Copperbrigus. And Copperbrigus takes this stuff really well. I mean, it's a 4-hit KO. This kind of sucks for BobTheVaporeon because, well, it doesn't suck for BobTheVaporeon. I mean, unless he has the HP fighting, which I don't think he does. Either that or I don't just see it. But he's not going to be able to use it. Actually going to go for the Calm Mind here. I don't know why. Maybe he's thinking I can not take him out with the next Earthquake or something. And another thing about it, since I have Reckless, Wild Charge would have done more. I was not thinking about that, to be honest. But I guess no recoil was kind of the better option. Because looking at it, now that he goes into E-Vire, and he's going to get the cross chop off, and BobTheVaporeon's going to take it. Not going to take it well, but he's going to take it. To where I can just go for the next Earthquake and absolutely demolish it. I mean, truthfully, I don't know why he's switching to E-Vire. He actually was banking on the crit. But this BobTheVaporeon's max HP, so yeah, it took that pretty well. Considering. So now he's gonna go into a Sceptile here, and I was kind of expecting the Focus Blast, so I guess the best thing to do is to just Death Fodder Archeops, or whatever he does, it's gonna KO me. But I don't need Archeops anymore, so I'm just like, okay, I can get a free switch into whatever. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna try and use my E-Vire here. Hopefully I won't be KO'd by whatever he wants to throw at me. But he ends up KOing me with the Leaf Storm. Because Sceptile is just powerful. I have a feeling he's modest as opposed to timid, but I'm not sure. I'll have to do a calc on that. But yeah, I just clean takes out E-Vire. I really wanted to get off the Ice Punch because I'm expert belted. So now I'm going to go out to my Entei because, well, it's the best thing to really handle the Sceptile, and I know HP Rock isn't going to be doing too much because I am running some good HP investment. I might be max HP, I'm not sure. But I'm going to go for the Substitute on the Switch because, well, that's what Entei does. Sub-Calm Mind Entei, which we all know and love. And I believe he's going to try and set up on me as I set up on him. Not only setting up the Calm Minds, and he's going to be setting up the bulk ups here. No, I'm sorry, he's still asleep. If he had Rest Talk... Oh, excuse me for yawning. If he had Rest Talk, he would be a little more potent because he'd be able to either A, break the sub, or B, set up the bulk ups. So, I'm not sure why he A, doesn't have Sleep Talk, or B, what his fourth move is. Because obviously he's going to have Circle Throw. All I've seen is bulk up so far, so I don't know what else he has. He could have Stone Edge potentially, but it doesn't look very likely. So that did a little less than half, so I figure one more boost and I can take it out with the next Flamethrower. So I'm almost at full now. Actually, I'm 1 HP from full, which is kind of funny. Now I am going to go for the Calm Mind once again. And I'm really glad I have a sub up because I believe he goes for the Circle Throw here. Or no, he goes for the Payback. That's what his move was. It was Payback. Of course. see that. Go as slow as balls. Of course you're gonna have to payback on it. But I know for a fact that since payback isn't stab, it won't KO me in one shot. So I feel pretty safe with either A, setting up substitutes, or B, going for the flamethrowers, which I choose the latter, so hopefully I can KO this thing from where it is, and I don't. I'm going to go for the circle throw, and that is going to drag me out into my Buffalon. Now, I'm not worried because I am 95% sure Buffalon outspeeds Throw in any given situation, barring I don't run speed and he runs max speed. Even then, it's probably really close. So I feel pretty confident in going for the head charge. And since this Copagrigus is fainted too, nothing's going to want to take a head charge. So now I'm going to go on a Sceptile here, and since I'm not going to be outspeeding anything with Buffalon and not going to be getting hits off, I might as well sack it because, well, Buffalon did his job. He doled up some heavy hits and took out 2 folks. So good job to you, Buffalon. And since he went for the Focus Blast, I know he's not locked in on it, but I feel pretty confident in going into my Sceptile and just hitting it with the Focus Blast on my own. And it's going to do more, obviously, because I'm Specs. But look at that. It clean takes it out. I honestly half expected it not to. But then again, Sceptile is Frail, too. So now he goes to go to Fable. I'm like, please, you think you're going to live a Specs Focus Blast? But I missed the first one. It's not a huge deal because all he can do is Seismic Toss. In hindsight, he actually could have Thunder Wave if he had it. If he had Toxic, then that wouldn't have been good. But if he had Thunder Wave, I probably would have been in a sticky situation. But I go for the Specs Focus Blast now, and I don't know about you, but that's a heavy hit. That clean takes out the Fable. Granted, once again, that was a crit. I'm not sure if that mattered. I really don't think it mattered. But anyway, that's the match for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed. And be sure to, A, show that like button some love. B, subscribe if you haven't already. And C, if you enjoyed, be sure to comment. And make sure you guys check out my future content. Now, I'm almost done with my Emerald Let's Play. I don't have much episodes on backup, but I do have a slight bit more of the adventure to go. I have 7 badges, and I'm on my way to the Seafloor Cavern, if I'm not mistaken. So, I hope you guys are staying tuned on that if you're watching my videos. And that's all I have, so until next time, Smash Bros. 33, signing out.